Hello friends, welcome to my new video. I know, many of you are trading futures and you don't want to lose money with futures trading. Today, I will give you one tactic in total. This is a zero loss tactic. In other words, you will not lose any money if you apply this tactic. In the other 5 tactics, you will reduce your risk of losing money or you will increase your chances of winning. So that is a probability that will be a bit more useful for you. I will talk about these. Let's move on to our video without wasting any time. Yes, welcome back. I am Monte CryptoCount. I am a cryptocurrency enthusiast like you. We are dealing with cryptocurrencies. I think we've reached the final stretch. They are really wearing you out. Although the agricultural light and employment data are actually good for crypto, they are crashing it. And we always say this to you. They will clear the longs and then it will rise. They are clearing the longs. We are going down. They are cleaning the longs as we go down. We are cleaning the longs as we go down. I don't know how long this will continue, but as I said, I think we are in the final stretch. Interest rate cuts will come one after another from America. Now this is in the pocket too. Today, I will talk to you about some tactics or strategies related to futures trading. One of them, as I mentioned, is to never lose money. The other 5 are strategies and tactics aimed at losing less money and earning more. Now let's start with our first tactic. There is only one tactic: to never lose money in Binance futures or any futures. Not entering futures at all. Now you can certainly pause the video here and write insults in the comments, but I actually want to remind you of a truth. If you want to invest in a highly volatile area like futures, you need to manage your psychology correctly, and you need to be aware of a certain reality. You need to enter futures trading knowing that there is a possibility of losing money. And you need to avoid optimistic. You have to expect the worst. There will always be money in futures trading. What is our goal? To earn more than we lose. This means that some of our positions will leak, while others will have stop loss and stop limit. Some of our positions will also earn us money. Our goal is to have a significant profit by the end of the day or the end of the month. So you need to treat it consciously. You should never invest your house, your car, or money that you borrowed here, because if you want to avoid losing money, you need to stay out of it. There is no other method. No tactic can protect you 100%. No strategy, no training, no technical analysis, no fundamental analysis can protect you 100%. So what have we learned? If we enter futures trading, our likelihood of losing money is high. Our goal is to reduce this likelihood. Now let's move on to our other tactics. How do we reduce our risk in futures trading? How can we lower the probability of loss and thus lose less money or increase our chances of winning? Now I will outline 5 strategies step by step. First, we need to follow the trend. For example, let's say the market is rising. I will show you this on the charts. This is currently Bitcoin. The tether chart is on Binance. And friends, look, I have opened the weekly chart. And from this area, meaning since September 2023, they have risen. These are weekly charts. Each weekly chart has shown upward movement. There have been significant increases and very few red signals. Now you see that a trend has formed here. When you see that a trend has formed, you should not move against the trend. So here we can try long positions, but attempting short positions here is a very serious risk, a very serious gamble. So we will not trade against the trend. For example, here we have a clear downward trend. And shorts are profitable. We have seen such a trend. We are on the weekly chart. Yes, a short position can be opened, but going long is very risky. So in order to open a long position here, we need to make a decision on this. There has been a decline. Let's say you drew the trend line and you are now certain of the downward trend. But that's not enough, friends. You still need to look at the previous peaks. Look, it will surpass these peaks. Here it is surpassing one, here it is surpassing the other. Do you see how longs look safe from this point on, in this area? Look, friends, this area has been a great time to open a long position. I mean, it's not guaranteed to always work, but the Fed will lower interest rates. In the upcoming period, the money supply will increase. It is now the era of longs. Of course, shorts can still be profitable occasionally, but the likelihood of longs working is higher. This means that trying the opposite during upward trends increases your risk. This was our first rule. Meanwhile, if you are entering futures for the first time, or if you have just opened your Binance account, you can withdraw. The campaign where you can earn $30 is currently displayed on the screen. I will leave the link to this campaign in the video description, my friends. Now, another tactic we have is that we can reset the link price in Binance, futures or any futures system. I made a video about this. And some friends said that there is no difference from spot then, but actually there is. I will show you this. Now friends, I am on Binance Futures. And I have $10,002. The current amount is also visible in the top right corner. Let's say I will open a 4x leverage with my friends. I am in a cross position. Since I will open at under $250, I divided my total $1,000 by 4, which is $250. For example, when I open a position below $250, I have no chance of leaking at $240. As long as the remaining money in this future stays here. Now, I am opening a trade at 22%, friends. And my position has opened. Look at the liquidation price in the bottom right corner. It's 0. I had $1,000. I divided it by 4. That's $250. I opened a position below that. How much? I opened a position of $220. I don't have a liquidation price. Yes, you are right. Right now, I am opening a trade like in spot. But now, let's say that Bitcoin has risen from here not to $54,000 but to $100,000 and I am still holding my position. In this case, for example, I currently have $780 sitting there. My risk with that $780 is actually 0 right now. But if I withdraw that $780, I will create a liquidation risk. But when the price of Bitcoin rises from $54,000 to $90,000, I can take the remaining $780 in this futures position and use it in the spot market or open other positions. This is also a valuable tactic, friends. One of the tactics I occasionally use is this. Friends, we have a Binance Futures training series. We explain everything step by step from A to Z. I am currently sending it as a mobile notification to the top corner. By watching this playlist, you can improve yourself in futures, my dear friends. Now, another core is this, the use of stop limit and stop loss. That is, we need to determine the resistance level at a support level. And when it falls below the support level, we can use stop limit, friends. Or we can take profits when it hits resistance. Honestly, there are also those who trade with large amounts in this future. Friends, here is a useful tactic. For example, let's say we have opened a long cold position. Here, you have held it open for days, and this is your support level. Let's say that your support level from here is clear. Look, this point is the support level, friends. It has worked 3 times, both as resistance and support. So, it's a quality support. Now, look here. It has fallen below the support level. It has dropped below by 5%. If you close your position from here, you will save yourself from a loss of 20-25% instead of a 5% loss. If you open a 5x leverage, you can recover with a 25% loss, rather than completely leaking the position. Therefore, I think it makes sense for friends to know support and resistance and to use stop limits in futures trading. By the way, the video you are currently watching is an award-winning video. Some friends don't seem to understand this. It's very simple. You need to share the tweet in the comments, and you will follow us and like the video. That's the 3 things. I'm sure you liked the video already, because your likes support us and are really helpful, friends. They motivate us. You can like the video. Now friends, I will tell you another rule. I will also show this on the screen. I have opened my mobile account on Binance Futures. My total assets are $1,000. So think of it this way. Combine all the exchanges where your money in cryptocurrencies is held with your total money. Bring in no more than 10% to 15% friends in futures, not more than that. I clicked on transfer and I will transfer money from my spot wallet to futures. How much? I have $1,000. Transferring between $100 and $150 is sufficient, not more than that. In this case, even if your portion explodes, you will only lose 10% of your total assets. This will reduce your stress and allow you to make more accurate trades. Therefore, do not allocate a large portion of your total assets to futures. Allocate only a limited portion. This way, your spot investment will survive. Now, people in Turkey are more interested in futures than in spot trading. You can somewhat guess the reason for this. We are experiencing economic difficulties, and this has been a long-standing issue. As a result, people want to get rich quickly. However, in the psychology of investors, there is no such thing as getting rich quickly. Warren Buffett made his first investment at the age of 11. He is one of the best investors in the world. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you know when you reach your first $1 billion, he starts investing at 11 years old, one of the best. And the age at which he reached his first $1 billion is 50. Now, don't think about what to do with the wealth that comes after 50. Wealth is wealth, my friends. It might never come, but with the right investments, that's why we leave 90% for spot. Spot is our right investments. Futures are our investment contracts. But at least spot can take us to the place we dream of in the future. Because the contract doesn't completely blow up, at least not entirely, the spot is still there. That's why we are applying such a tactic, friends. Now, I'll share one last tactic. There are 2 campaigns that I will mention before concluding the video. I've started leverage trading. I think one of the most important rules is to pay attention. I adjusted my leverage amount above. It shows 4x. Look for 5x or so. I can bring it up to 125x. Let's say I went long when I brought it to 125x. Bitcoin is probably down about 0.8% or 8.5%. If it drops by 1%, I'm leaking. Let's say this. I'm pulling it to 25x. Let's say I melankladam. If Bitcoin drops by 4%, I get liquidated. But I pulled it to 5x. I mean, I say a maximum of 5x. I think this should be the case. It keeps you in a safe zone. For me to leak, Bitcoin needs to drop by 20% in a single day. I mean, in total, actually. But that's also a bit of a difficult scenario. So what did we say? It reduces our risk a bit. This is another tactic. We have provided a total of 5 tactics, friends, related to cryptocurrencies and futures. Now, we have arrived at another campaign, friends. Binance is distributing 40 million docs and 5 million notes for Binance futures. You need to participate in the campaign. Both those making their first futures trades and those trading regular futures can benefit, friends. There are 2 separate prize pools available for them. I am also leaving the link to this campaign in the video description. If you say join now, register now, you can take advantage of this campaign. As I mentioned, Binance and Yeniola have an advantage, and you can also benefit from our $30. My last campaign is ending right after this video. It is running 2 red package events at once. We talked about it last time, but we only mentioned one of them. Both Floki friends and Strix are distributing, and sometimes they make tons of money from here, and I hate it. Because why? It can give $0.1 or even $0.01. But I will open this video as a tweet when it is published. Share your things. Under that tweet, share your reference, images. This way, you might earn $3 to $5, maybe $5 to $10, or even $20, $30, friends. So you can participate in these 2 events. Think of it as money that comes from nothing. I hope everything has been clear. If you have any questions, I read all the comments. You can ask in the comments. I hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye.